Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the Exposure Scientist podcast. I'm doing a non traditional episode today. I've done one in the past that I think was very well received, and I talked about the power to say no. I think today I'm going to talk about the power to have great communication. I have run into a number of times that communications break down between any number of people. And I'm talking, this could be beyond the business aspect, but specifically here for the business aspect is that when you're engaged in a project or when you're engaged in something, it's important to maintain that communication with the clients about the project to find out what's going on. That communication is important for both sides. And I think it's important to understand the side that we're coming at. Now, I approach this from a consultant side. It's with the majority of the work that I have done professionally over the past almost 20 years is on the consulting side. Other professions, other things, there are other, I'll say, requirements or needs of those individuals. But I think it's important to understand that we have lots of different directions that we're all pulled in. And if it is difficult to get a hold of someone, it shows, I'll say a few things. A, that they only value your time when it's something that they actually need. They don't value your opinion. They don't value your knowledge and your skill set. It's only checking a box almost for them. I've had some interactions lately where I've been engaged on projects and had things are going, and then suddenly it's hard to get a hold of the individual that is responsible for the project. And that's disappointing because there's a lot of time that goes into it. There's a lot of time that goes into needing to get something done for a particular individual. And I've noticed more and more, especially since COVID, people are waiting for the last minute to get something done. And that's very hard because if you have a lot of people that are waiting for the last minute saying, I need this done right away, then there's going to be a bottleneck and someone is going to suffer. For example, I was recently on a trip. I was on the plane and I got an email that said, we need this report by Friday. I think it was Wednesday. I said, well, this is the first I've heard about this. You haven't made this request before. Suddenly, you need it now. It's important to understand that we have other obligations. I was traveling. I had site inspections visits. It wasn't, hey, this is what we need. Can you do this? It was we need it now. So maintain communication. Maintain that important contact with people. And on the flip side, have those people maintain contact with you. I've got two clients now that I am engaged with that I've reached out to. I've left messages, I've left phone calls. One of them, I found out that they aren't working where they are anymore. I just had to find out from a bounce back email. But they still want me somehow involved in the project, but it shows the level of care and respect someone has for it. And again, it's that power to say no to somebody. It's important to say no. It's important to maintain that contact with people, but make sure they're valuing you. This goes back to the value proposition. Are they valuing you? Are they valuing your opinion? Are they valuing your time? And if they're not, are they the client? Are they the person you want to be working with? Are they the one that you say, yes, I'm going to drop everything for this one person? Or you'd be like, no, I've got other people who are going to value my time more, value me more, and be understanding of saying, hey, when do you think you can get into that project? What do you need to get that in order to get that done? What time do you need, etc.? Because if they're not valuing you for your knowledge, for your time, for your skills, I don't know if they're somebody you want to be involved in, like this client I have. Right now, this is, somewhat candidly. I'm thinking, saying, this is not the project for me. This is not something I want to be involved with because if it's already this difficult now to get a hold of you, to get an understanding of what you need or what's going on, I'm not sure that that's who I want to be associated with. That is who I want to call up because it tells me it's a snowball. I've seen it. I've almost gotten to the point where I can identify when There's going to be difficult interactions with clients. And it's going to snowball further and further down the road. It's going to be lack of information, or, oh, I didn't get you all the information you needed for your report. Can you update this? Or if you're doing a site inspection, oops, I didn't get that quite right. Or I missed deadlines and dates. And then it comes to, well, we're not paying your bills, or the bills are delayed. Sorry, I'll get that paid. I've seen it before. And sometimes it's okay, again, here, to say no, to say, this is not the exact thing that I want to have involved in my life, or making sure that things are going well, that people are valuing me, valuing my knowledge, valuing me as a person. So think about that. You have those kind of client interactions, or you have somebody who wants you on their project, but suddenly it's hard to get a hold of, or it's hard to get a hold of in general. And just seems not pulled in too many directions. Make sure there's a benefit both ways. Make sure that you're valuing them and they're valuing you. Try to reach out to my clients. I say, hey, let's schedule a call. What's going on? Give me an update. And if I don't hear back, that's on them. But it tells me of things to come. It tells me of, hey, I need to get myself mentally prepared on them not notifying me of deadlines, or not sending me all the information that I need, or there's going to be delays in bills. And it's a snowball. So learn what I'll say, my piece of advice for valuing yourself is learn to recognize that early, because there are going to be those people out there. And I think it's better to associate with the ones that are going to be. I've had some wonderful clients in the past be like, hey, this is our meeting time. What do you need? Let's get this done. Let's what do you need from us? And I say it and they give it to me. Those are the best clients. The ones that you have to fight to get information out of, or, hey, say, this is what I need you to do, and they don't get it. Think about it. Think about how you want to see yourself. And this is, I'll say, another slight discussion on value is, don't sell yourself short. Don't sign up for projects that are risky, that may be something that you don't particularly want to get involved in, but maybe you think that there's a short-term need because of how things looked on the horizon from a long-term perspective. There's going to be somebody coming in the door after them. Don't go for those risky clients. Say, hey, this is maybe not a best fit for me. Because if you're, as I always like to say, if you're not getting the warm and fuzzies now, they're not going to magically appear. So you've got to have that great connection with your clients. You've got to have that feeling of value from them. And if you don't, then you need to reevaluate and get out sooner the better. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Exposure Scientist podcast. And I hope you got some valuable information out of it and realize that you are a valuable individual, and you should value yourself and have your clients understand that they should value you as well. Thank you so much.